Sometimes it can be hard to sleep at night, and this could be the reason for it. So I usually don't cover Fnaf stuff on the channel all that often, but I'm doing it this time around for a good reason. I was unable to sleep one night because of this. I kept waking up and checking if these things were at my door, but they were not. So I'm going to be covering a series from a YouTuber called FoxyFanatic72. I am sorry if I butchered that, but they have a series that doesn't really have a name. I'm just going to call it Nightmare Encounters, where a kid and a guy that don't really have any names to them have an encounter with Fredbear and Bonnie. I might be familiar with Foxy Fanatic's work. I think they made a model of Chica one time, which looks pretty familiar to what we're looking at today, but I could be wrong. This series only has 3 videos for right now, but I think it deserves a little more attention, even with this series already having a good view count. So let's get into the horrors of Nightmare Encounters, the series I'm calling it, with the first ever video to start off the series. The first video in this series is very short, but it does set the tone of what the series will be going for, and I don't have a lot to say about it, so I'm going to stop yapping and show it to you. Well, that was pretty terrifying. I bet you now have nightmares just like me. I've said I don't have much to say about this video, but there are a few things to say. If it's to the rough environment of this house with like the chipped details or like the floor, the lighting and texturing, or Fredbear himself. I love how he just slowly sneaks around the corner like he's trying to take his time with this and just get a kick out of it. And I will say that I do like the designs of Fredbear and Bonnie in this series. They go for a somewhat more realistic angle with them, and I'm all for it. So, without much else to say about this video, because I just really don't have anything else to say about it, let's get into my favorite video out of this series. Night Shift is my favorite video to come out of this series, but that could definitely change at some point if we get more videos, which that might happen. So, this guy, as he's doing his job and about to clock out, gets a call from whoever and says he'll be home soon. But of course, something does happen, so let me show that to you.
Hello? Hey buddy, we're closed. We're done serving for the night. Dude, I said we're closed. Get out of here. Dude, I said we're closed. Get out of here. What the hell? Who are you? Yeah, he's fine. Babysitter's watching. If you don't get the hell out of here, I'm calling the police!
So now getting into the contents of this video, I like the setup of it where this guy is just doing his job, but then weird stuff starts to happen. He was about to just head home and they're closed for the night, but no. The part where we get to hear this guy's voice again, and also the music kicking in, just gets me. And this part where Fredbear is just standing there, observing you, his ears twitching as he just watches you on the floor, as he observes you, and then he's gonna kill you, but oh wait. He gets distracted. I do actually like this animalistic approach to Fredbear where he has growls going on with him. And I do think Fredbear does kind of act like how an actual bear would act. Oh, and the main guy of this video, he has a few cool animation movements, but I think the guy voicing him puts on a pretty good enough performance. He gets pretty mad when something starts going on, and I love it. For right now, this is my favorite video in the series, but that could definitely change, like I've said. So, this video does tease the next one, so let's get into it. So this video is definitely the second encounter. We start off with a house, and we cut to this mysterious hallway where Fredbear starts monologuing, and you can see this through subtitles with this video, and it's definitely something we'll get into later, but we gotta get into something more important, being this. And this is what we have for right now. Definitely not a bad video. There are a few things I could say about it. The hallway section is pretty interesting, and I do like that it gets aggressively more hostile as it goes on. And then this part where we see Fredbear as it zooms into him, as his eyes just fall out. Bonnie's weird slinky movements is something I actually like, and I do like this section where the kid is hiding under his blanket, but Bonnie just goes over to bed and kills him, falling over with him. Something to bring up about this design is that Bonnie doesn't really look like he's eaten anything in a while, but I like it. I don't have much else to say about this video. It's good, but there's something I do need to get into. So does this series have a story to follow? Actually, yes, kinda. So from what I can get from Fredbear's monologue in the Bonnie Nightmare video, he's going after your loved ones. I don't know why, but that's what he wants to do, and he wants you to stop fighting. And it seems that he was able to go after one of them, your dad or somebody else in your family. I was going to say that this whole series is just one big nightmare, and it is a nightmare to some extent, but this could be real. Something I want to note is that it seems that Bonnie was forced to maybe kill this kid. He does apologize at the end of it if you can hear it. When Fredbear is about to kill this kid's dad or whoever in his family, his scream sounds like the souls of, others. Maybe these people are forced to do its bidding. And we did get to see this with Bonnie, so I can only guess that Fredbear has more victims out there to help him out with this. And there could be elements of this series that are real, but also not real. But the simple way of putting it is that Fredbear is trying to kill your family for some reason. So I'm kinda glad I stumbled upon this series, and I'll be sticking around when there's more episodes, but who knows. Let's hope I'll be sleeping good tonight, or I don't sleep. Good work, Foxy Fanatic, and I'll see you guys next time, and bye.